It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes.
It's raining tacos. Oh my God.
Don't we all love it when tacos rain down from the sky?
Don't we love it when you hear that song a million billion times? And I've expressed before that I am tired of that song.
How can you be tired of that song?
You know what? I don't think you can ever be tired of that song. You can get annoyed by that song, but you can't ever be tired of that song because once you hear it again, you're like, oh my God,
it's raining tacos.
It's raining tacos again.
I mean, It's got some of the best things. It's music. It's tacos. It's great.
Wonderful. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The JavaScript. We have a sound for that, remember? Oh, wait. Hell yeah! Okay, fair enough. Fair enough that you would like the air horn. This time we are recording from my house.
Woo!
Right? It's insane because when we first started planning this podcast, I didn't want to record at my house.
I don't know why.
I mean,
It's a perfectly nice house. I don't know what you're talking about.
well, I mean, I think it's just because I don't invite people over to my house ever, right? And I think I was just like, do I trust this person?
My house? That's
Is this guy a murderer? Are you a murderer, Nick?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Okay, cool, wonderful. If the FBI or the CIA is listening in right now, please don't do anything. That was a joke. Okay. Well, Nick, what is our topic for today? Didn't you prepare something?
I thought this was your episode to prepare something for.
Oh, boy. Looks like we are at a standstill here. We're at a crossroads, ladies and gentlemen.
So you know what that means.
You know what that means.
It's time for the Wheel of Mystery.
The Wheel of Mystery!
So why don't you tell the wonderful people what we have on the wheel, or just a couple of the items we have on the wheel?
Yes, absolutely. We had this idea not too long ago where we would figure out the topic on the spot. It just makes it a little more spontaneous, about as spontaneous as choosing It's Raining Tacos for our intro music.
Absolutely,
right?
which if you haven't checked out the Instagram post about how that came about, go ahead and check out our Instagram.
Precisely. If it's not buried with other episodes of like fun facts with Nick and other shit.
Doodly doodly.
I mean,
that's not the jingle for Fun Facts with Nick, is it?
the other shit, you know. I bet our audience has missed hearing that censor button.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, it's not like we took a break. We just, we didn't record for 4 weeks because we had the first 4 episodes pre-recorded. And that is the secret to the JavaScript.
Don't listen to him. We record weekly. we didn't have an 8-hour recording spectacular the first time.
You mean the previous episode, which is episode 4, that has a disclaimer that this episode was recorded far in advance and acknowledging the death of Dame Maggie Smith.
You mean was recorded in front of a live studio audience?
Oh, yeah, that's right. JavaScript is totally recorded in front of a live studio audience. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The studio audience had fallen asleep. That had nothing to do with the fact I couldn't find the button for the studio audience.
I mean, they haven't been reacting this whole time. We need a laugh track. I think that's one of the things that we should add on the soundboard. No. Why are there crickets inside the studio?
It's because the studio audience has gone home.
I mean, okay, look, studio audience, please come back. Aw, come on. Okay.
That's not even the one I was going for.
They got tired of our shit. Anyway, moving on.
I couldn't read what button that was. That was completely by mistake, but it worked out.
I mean, yeah, it works out really well. Okay, anyway, so
as Wheel of Fortune says, spin that wheel.
I had a few names first for this wheel. I was thinking the Wheel of Free Will.
Ooh.
Or the Free Wheel.
Ooh.
Right.
The Wheel of Free Wheel.
Yeah, the Wheel of Free Wheel. There you go. We can consult the Wheel of Free Wheel. And now let's see if the microphone is going to pick up on the sound of the wheel. Let's see. Let's spin it.
It's the Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
I did that completely against his will. I just started playing it on my phone, and then I couldn't figure out why it wasn't playing.
You mean against my free will?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
We have a button.
So, Okay, so appropriately, I think we talked about this not too long ago. The question, or the topic rather, is what do we call our fans?
Oh.
Fandom names, people.
Very interesting.
So I was supposed to compile a list of fandom names not too long ago because the plan for the 5th episode was going to be that we would, think about what we would call our fans. Because I think by the 5th episode, we need a fan base name.
I agree.
Right? And I feel like the top choice was the code base.
Ooh.
Yes. The very top choice.
Not the caffeinated ones?
The caffeinated ones, we could call them the caffeinated
or the Java
ones.
Nation.
The Java Nation. I think podcasts and singers and YouTubers call their fan bases the blank nation too much.
That's true.
And so I would think the Java Nation would be a little too generic, in my opinion.
That's fair.
Right. And the code base is like fan base, right?
About the scripture.
The script. There you go, the scripture.
No, I prefer the code base. I just wanted to throw it because I thought of it and I was like, that's hilarious. I like that one.
I mean, okay. We can...
Scripties.
The Scripties! What? This is insane.
How
right?
as a Taylor Swift fan did you not go straight to Swiftie?
I don't know. I think my brain is not working today because it is Saturday when we record this.
It's my Wednesday, so
Yes.
I came straight from work.
Yeah. So for some reason, Nick's brain is working far better than mine. I guess because he just came from work, so his brain is still like on full alert. Mine is just resting.
No, it's because I'm delusional.
I mean, that's fair.
It's my usual state of being.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everyone's state of being needs to be a little bit delusional at times, right? Because if you're not even a little bit delusional, I mean, are you even living life correctly? Right?
Not at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Sleep is for the weak.
Sleep is for the weak. But yeah, so this has turned out better than I thought. I mean, I thought
Absolutely.
I was gonna make I was gonna have to compile a list, but I got too lazy, especially when I thought of the spinning the wheel thing. I didn't think that we would land on that topic, but it is there.
Well, it worked out better for you because I started researching one of the other topics.
Oh my god! Okay, okay, just get it over with. What did you start researching?
Because remember we were talking at work the other day about what games they'd introduced to the Olympics, and I forgot which ones it was. Mm-hmm. So I didn't research any of the other topic. I just researched which games they'd added to the Olympics. But we can talk about that on another day when the wheel brings it back to us.
Well, I mean,
but it's just funny. Out of the 12 topics that were on the wheel, that was the only one I did research for.
Well, okay, because I mean, since we pretty much have decided on the name, right? And I don't have any other names for our fan base to go through.
Well, what I was going to suggest as a live idea is see what you think, dear studio audience.
Dear studio audience.
Where the hell is the studio audience? Where've they gone?
I think they're currently having a snack. There you go.
I can't find the studio audience. Where've they gone? Oh, there they are.
There you go. Come on. Thank you.
I was thinking that we could put it up for a vote.
Which?
On Instagram.
Right now?
Not right now.
Okay.
Right now when the beautiful people are listening to this.
Okay.
If we put it up as a secondary post, and I think I know how to do a vote on Instagram. I've never done one before, but it should be pretty easy.
Okay.
But we've got the two options. We've got
the scripties.
The scripties.
Yeah.
And we've got the code base.
The code base.
Or it could be both.
Right. I mean, what other podcast honestly has two fan base names?
Exactly.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I'm afraid that if we get a big enough following, that could cause a war between the scripties and the code base.
The Java war.
The Java War. The Java War. Well, okay. The Java War, if you didn't listen to our first episode, was about beans on toast versus Filipino foods, which I brought up balut.
I was going to say specifically balut.
Specifically that, because I don't think you would want to argue against something like adobo or like our famous fried chicken or something like that, right?
Hot take, I don't like Jollibee.
Ooh, now you've crossed the line. What is
crossing the line?
I don't know. Hold on. Is it this one? Ooh. Dun dun dun! Oh my god! Yeah, That is crossing way over the line, Nicholas. Why is your opinion on Jollibee negative? Like, I'm not saying that you should like Jollibee. Obviously, some items on there are a little out of people's tastes, shall we say?
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think one of the things that I haven't tried, and to be fair, I can't base an opinion because I never tried it, is the spaghetti.
The sweet spaghetti.
Yeah, and that's because I just have never really considered having a sweet sauce on pasta before, so I think that kind of scares me.
Well,
But,
I mean,
So, but I have been to Jollibee twice.
okay.
So the first time I went was when the first one, well, I don't know if it was the first one that opened in Vegas, but it was the first one that opened near where I lived.
Okay.
And me and a couple of friends went from school, and the food took forever. It came out stone cold. And this is going to be rich coming from an English person, as people keep telling me, but it had no seasoning whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
It was bland as anything.
That is rich coming from an English person.
I literally took one bite of the chicken,
Okay.
tried one of the fries, and threw it away and went to the cake shop next door and got 2 slices of cake.
Well, the thing is, I've never had a bad experience like that at Jollibee, and honestly, I think it's because of the franchise format, right? In every McDonald's, right, you can't be sure of what quality you're going to get depending on the owner, right? Because they can't regulate it.
That's true.
Right. And that is our actual topic today is franchise. Business franchise. No, I'm just kidding. It just
I was going to say that.
Can you imagine
This is news to me.
Can you imagine I actually have a plan?
We've
for
just
this
had an 11.5-minute cold open so that we can get to the real topic.
Right? Can you imagine? But yeah, no. Well, this is something I actually wanted to talk about, right? And since we don't really have any other topics of conversation, because we pretty much figured out what we're gonna do for the fan base name.
Absolutely.
Right. Because I didn't think that it would actually land on that. It had a 1 in 8 chance. I think we had
something
8
like that,
solid topics on there. Whatever. And eventually, our fan base is going to be able to choose our topics.
Yep.
Right. If we ever decide to launch a Patreon or our own Discord and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but for now, we're gonna veer into this side topic.
Well, here, if you want, we can start the topic with the second time I went to Jollibee. So the second time I went to Jollibee was actually this year. I went in February. And unfortunately, it's not a very exciting story because I went before I went to do my taxes.
Oh, boy.
Because I finised work at 5. The tax appointment was at 6:30. And I was like, well, what am I going to do? I'll go and get some food.
Okay.
And it just so happened to be a Jollibee across the road.
Well,
And I was really craving chicken.
Well, what prompted you to go there aside from craving chicken? Because based on your previous experience with Jollibee, it seems like you'd never want to go back there.
Yeah, so it was a mixture of craving chicken and then having been doing DoorDash. I picked up Jollibee a couple of times, and that smell of fried chicken.
Yes,
and so I was
can't resist it.
You know what? I'll do it.
Okay.
So I went and picked it up through the drive-through. Which, first off, and this isn't necessarily a reflection of them because this isn't the first time it's happened. They had no idea what I said, and they got my order wrong twice.
Okay.
So I had to keep repeating myself.
It's the accent, man. It's
the accent, especially through technology, which if you notice listening to this, my accent is stronger through the microphone than it is face to face.
Well, because speaking directly into the microphone, it tends to over exasperate things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So if you can't hear an accent on me before, right, because I speak so perfect English,
you can eloquently,
so eloquently, right, then you can hear it now.
Yeah.
Right. Or even slightly pick up on hints of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And so going through the drive-through, and because drive-through microphones are notoriously poor quality.
Of course they are.
And even though this is a brand new location, maybe 18 months old, it's still going through
crazy.
The speaker system.
Well, I guess in order to save money, they were like, let's just buy the cheap headsets.
Or just chip in an old system. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's a really nice location actually. But so I think I got is there a 3 tender meal or a 5 tender meal or something?
That's probably something new that they introduced. Did you? So you didn't get the chicken with the actual bones on it?
Well, no. I also got 3 pieces of chicken as well.
Oh,
but I wanted tenders as well. So I got,
okay. Yeah, there's a 3 tenders, but it's not like a meal. Well, I guess it's a meal because it has a one side and 1 drink. But
yeah, that's what it was, fries and a drink.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I got the 3, which, side rant here, why is it so expensive to just get a la carte chicken? It's like El Pollo Loco, it's like $4 a drumstick. And then at KFC, it's like $25 million. It's like, why? I'm getting one piece of chicken. Surely this should be cheap. It's fucking chicken.
That's a tactic, like, and, going on about our topic with franchisees, right? That's like sort of a tactic for them, right? Why would you buy an a la carte chicken for like $20, right? When you can get 4 pieces plus rice or plus mashed potatoes and gravy plus drink for that same amount of money, right? It essentially guarantees that you will buy the meal, even if it's like even just $5 more, right?
Well, I'll tell you the reason why I don't get the combos.
Yeah.
Is because my favorite chicken is chicken legs, the drumsticks.
Okay.
Whenever I say, can I get, say a 3-piece combo, all drumsticks? Mm-hmm. Sorry, we can't do that. It has to have a thigh, a wing, and a drumstick. And it's like, so I'm saving you from putting a thigh and a wing and asking for 2 drumsticks, and you refuse to give it to me? The amount of times that's happened, it's like, even the big bucket, that's like 8 pieces or whatever, all drumsticks. Oh, sorry, sir, we can't do all drumsticks. You fucking mean you can't do all drumsticks?
Well, I think it's because... I feel like they have a count at the end of every night. You know, like how you count money in your cashier drawer at the end of every night as a cashier, right? They probably count the chicken, right, and see how many pieces they've sold. Which, it's the same amount of chicken.
Yeah. Well, and then on the report, you can just put some crazy fucking English person came in and asked for just drumsticks.
And they will completely understand that
Exactly.
because all English people are a little bit psychotic.
Exactly. And especially if I found a KFC that started doing that, I'd go so frequently that it would get to the point where they'd just put Nick was here again. Like the Jack in the Box near my house, it's got to the point where as soon as they hear my accent, like as I went...
Do they refer to you by name?
No, I started talking and he was like, hey man, let me guess, is it the Munchie meal with the double Jack, no cheese, the 2 tacos and the house of fries?
Oh no.
And I was like, yeah. And he was like, the only thing I can't remember is the drink. I was like, yeah, that's because I'm going to change it up this time.
Oh no.
So,
what is he going to change it up to? Dr. Pepper or 0 Dr. Pepper?
No, I got a Sprite instead.
Okay.
But that's because I had Dr. Pepper at home.
Oh my god! You know what's funny? Actually, we as you can see from the pizza box over there by the dinner table, we had pizza today.
Nice.
And we have a thing of Sprite, a 2-liter thing of Sprite in the fridge right now.
I actually had pizza yesterday. I had frozen pizza instead of delivery.
Oh, how dare you!
Red Baron.
How dare you!
But here's the thing: it was, for some reason, I don't know why, but Albertsons was doing a thing where it was buy 1 get 2 free.
Okay.
So I was like, well, if I can spend $4 and get 3 pizzas.
As somebody who has been to New York once in his entire life for a weekend, I feel like I'm a true New Yorker, and I'm deeply offended by the fact that you ate a frozen pizza.
Another hot take: New York pizza's overrated.
Oh, we have a gasp, right? We have a gasp. Where is it? Where is it?
Oh, there it is.
Okay. Okay. Nick's got a lot of hot takes today. It could be a reputation-ruining episode, everybody.
It very well could be.
Yeah, like at
because
first...
I've pissed off the Filipinos, now I've pissed off the New Yorkers.
It's okay. I've pissed off the English people more than enough times.
That's fair.
Yeah. But
then again, that would probably bring more people on your side.
Right? Exactly. The fact that... Okay, so the fact that I'm making fun of a colonist or the descendant of one is probably going to bring a lot. Yeah, that's understandable.
Why do you think I haven't brought up Indian food yet?
I don't know, but I feel like it's coming. Is it?
Not today.
Not today. Okay. But yeah, so moving on from the cultural war, the Java war that we're going to initiate.
No, it's even more funny because I was listening to a history podcast about the British Empire earlier.
Oh my God. Nick has been telling me a lot about the podcast that he's been listening to.
I do nothing else but listen to podcasts.
That's true.
Well, that's a lie. When I'm driving, I listen to podcasts. When I'm at home, I watch YouTube.
Is that why you're so good at making the JavaScript for our audience?
I've got plenty of experience from listening to podcasts. Might as well create a bloody podcast.
Right?
It's like when I made my YouTube channel, I was like, I watch enough YouTube. I should know how to make a YouTube video.
I feel like anyone who's always a connoisseur for consuming content will eventually start creating their own content, except a lot of them don't know how to do so.
Yeah.
That's another topic that we're gonna,
Well,
talk
it's like,
about
for example,
right now.
If you want to peel away the veil a bit more, Gerard does all the editing for this channel. I just show up and record some videos and then occasionally post an Instagram video.
So, if you don't follow our Instagram, it's at JavaScriptPod, right? Promotion, shameless promotion. Same thing on our TikTok, right? And I'm gonna launch our YouTube soon.
Indeed.
So if you haven't followed us on any of our social media, what is wrong with you?
Shame on you.
Right, exactly. But second, you may have seen a lot of our content, right? And a lot of those are, one is the underrated series that I've been doing.
Nice.
Which I've been getting a lot of good feedback on, which means that I know I'm probably doing something right.
Well, especially off the TikTok, that went
right
mental.
So our most viewed TikTok to date is 720 plus views, right? Exact. Thank you, live studio audience of like 30 people. Yeah, so that's our most viewed TikTok to date, and it's one of my underrated series videos, and it's
Hell yeah.
kind of a surprise. Second is Nick's fun facts, right?
Woo!
He literally just looks up fun facts, reads them off to camera, and I record and I edit.
Because fun facts are fun.
Yeah, fun facts are really fun. And I mean, I don't really mind it because I have a lot of experience with content creation, right?
Well, and plus, if you saw the editing that I did for my YouTube videos, it was pretty basic. So it's probably for the best that I leave it to a professional.
Well, I don't want to say I'm a professional. Like literally, most of the reason I know how to do these things is because like mid editing, I'd be like, oh, it would be really cool to like do this kind of effect, and then I look it up on YouTube and I'd be like, how do you do this bloody effect?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, yeah, but it doesn't feel like, because as a professional, you would know these things.
Well, but once you've watched the video once, then you learn it, and then it gets
Sometimes I
put
still
into your tool
forget.
belt.
Sometimes I still forget.
That's fine. It's like the amount of times that I've been at work and I'm like, I've forgotten how to do this in Excel. Google it, because I'm terrible at Excel.
There you go.
There
There you go. Well, I
There
mean,
was one time, here's a story for you.
Okay.
So before we started working together, I used to work for my parents' construction company. And there was one time I was delivering supplies to the job site, and I had to put it in what's called a Connex. It's like a big shipping container.
Okay.
I couldn't figure out how to unlock the shipping container, so I had to look up a YouTube video on how to unlock the shipping container because I couldn't get it to work.
YouTube is a powerful / wonderful thing.
Absolutely.
Right? And especially TikTok nowadays. There are TikTokers who teach you how to do stuff. Because,
Absolutely.
you might not have a good dad to have taught you that
I was going to say, isn't there the guy like The Power of Dad or whatever it is?
Yes,
where-
it's like, oh my God. It was, there was also a video by, I think it's Churdley's where I think it was Father's Day. It was either Father's Day or the 4th of July, where they just came out with a video of like a wholesome dad, right?
Nice.
So one of the characters, like, dressed up as, the classic golf shorts.
Nice.
I think New Balance sneakers, classic dad attire. And then they have a mustache and glasses.
Yeah.
They dressed up as that. And then they just go to the camera and say like positive affirmations. They're like, I'm really proud of you. And I'm like, right? Like,
Bless.
even though I have a dad,
Yeah.
right? I want him to be my dad, right?
Well, it's
And
like,
there
when Steve from Blue's Clues responded to everyone, like
Oh
sent
my
that video,
God.
and it was like
yeah,
right in the feels.
yeah. And then he also, what's it called? Like, I think it was for the 25th anniversary of Blue's Clues. He came onto the camera and he was like, hey, right? Like, I know it's been a long time since we last saw each other, right? Like, look at you. Look what you've done.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you. And I'm like,
you, Steve.
oh my God.
I love you.
You know what's funny? I'm actually dressing up as Steve this Halloween.
Ooh,
Yes, and this episode is
nice.
coming out on October 22nd. The next episode that we're going to be recording after this is on the 29th, right? It's coming out on Tuesday the 29th. Yeah, the 29th.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Halloween's on a Thursday. Yep.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah.
Is that going to be our Halloween special?
Yes, it's going to be our Halloween special. And the way I scheduled like the uploads to be on every Tuesday, it's coincidental because the 24th, Christmas Eve, is on a Tuesday, and so is New Year's Eve.
Interesting.
Right?
Fair.
Right? Could it be a coincidence, or are we in the Matrix?
Coincidence? I think not.
I think not. Okay, well, what was the name of that teacher from The Incredibles?
I can't remember, but
like
the guy with the glasses and the mustache.
Yeah.
Who kept saying that, what was it?
It was
what's the kid's
Dash.
name? Dash, that's it. I was
Yeah.
going to say Flash, but I was like, it's definitely not Flash. That's a
He
completely
looks
different
like
show.
Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A kid Flash.
That Kid Flash. I mean, there is a Kid Flash. Like, if you've ever seen the Flash series, I think his name is like, oh my God, what was his name? I completely forgot. No, Wally West. Yeah, Wally West is if you can't tell by his last name, related to Iris West, Barry's betrothed, right? Which a lot of people
I
are
thought you were going to say
saying.
they came from the West. I was like, I
I mean,
guess.
it's I don't know. Did Jade West come from the West too?
Yes.
Okay, you know who Jade West is, right?
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
I have no idea.
She's from the show Victorious, and she's the kind of goth girl that every guy would swoon over in the early 2000s.
Fair.
Yes. She worked closely with Ariana Grande.
Fair.
Yes.
I don't think I ever watched that show, but I think I remember seeing adverts for it, and I was like, I get why everyone wants to watch this show.
Victorious?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I watched Victorious when I was like early high school, and I was like, I really want my high school to be like this.
Yeah.
In fact, here's some lore drop for you, Nick.
Ooh.
Some lore drop. Do we have a woo? Close enough. So some lore drop for you is that thank you very much. You haven't even heard it yet, but so I actually applied for LVA, so that's the Las Vegas Academy of the Arts.
Ooh.
When I was going into high school for their film program,
Nice.
I had to write a script, a full short film script, and it was so bad that the person I was that was interviewing me for for that major, I don't know if you would call it a major because it's high school, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean, though.
Yeah, but that course,
Yeah.
that course. The person who was interviewing me for it was so passive aggressive.
Ugh.
He gave me like a copy of a script, like an actual script. And he's like, here's an actual script, like an actual professional script. Give it a read over. Tell me what you would improve, and we'll go ahead and give you a decision. But from the moment that he looked at my script, which was formatted so badly, right? Because I didn't have like a program, so I have Final Draft 11 right now, right, which is like a screenwriting professional program for like professional screenwriters. Even though I have that now, I didn't have that back then, and so I wrote it on Microsoft Word.
Well, so as you should, because it's one of those things where it's like, he shouldn't have judged you as a professional screenwriter. He should have judged you as a child that was trying to get into a professional screenwriting course.
I was literally 13 years old, man. Come on.
Because it's one of those things like, if you already knew how to write it, why the hell would you be taking his course?
Exactly. But yeah, the very first time that he looked at my script, he was like, "Oh, okay, thank you." Like just very very aggressive tone. Anyway,
What a wanker.
yeah.
What a
You like using that censor button, don't you, Nick?
Maybe. I didn't even censor anything. I just wanted to press it again.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so I think I wouldn't have been happy going to a school like Hollywood Arts in Victorious, or again, just like Las Vegas Academy of the Arts. I wouldn't have been happy there because, people there are not down to earth like the people I've met in my high school. No.
Not at all.
And that could be a topic we can discuss for another time. Like, what are some private high school, like arts high school experiences that you have?
Like, I didn't go to an arts high school, so I don't have any experiences. But
You didn't go to an arts high school, Nick, but you're British.
I mean, I already know enough arts anyway.
I mean, you did go. Here's something that we probably didn't discuss in the last episode when we talked about Harry Potter. You said you went to a boarding school in England that did have...
Not a boarding school.
What was it then? Was it a private school?
It's called a grammar school, which is sort of halfway between a private school and a boarding school. Because
Same diff.
I didn't stay on the school. That's the difference.
Okay.
Because a boarding school, you go away. It's like going away to the army.
Okay.
But I just lived at home and just went to the local school. But
So it's just a school.
Yeah, but it was a step above because you still had to pay for it.
Okay.
So my dad paid for it.
Okay.
And the reason that he's bringing it up is because I told him that we had houses.
Like Hogwarts.
I was in Hume, which is Hulme, and that was the blue house. So that's the same one as Ravenclaw, which is one of the two houses that I got sorted into on the Pottermore
Oh my God.
house website. But instead of picking one, they gave me 50% Ravenclaw, 50% Hufflepuff.
Oh boy.
So
I feel like that's exactly how you would describe Nick if you ever met him in real life.
yeah, I'm kind of clever, but I love food too much.
That's very true. Yeah, I mean, the fact that our intro song is about tacos,
Hell yeah.
right? You can tell that you love food a lot.
Yeah. Life's too short to eat bad food.
Right? Exactly. Exactly. And I think, this might be our first 30-minute episode because, this was something that didn't have a lot of substance.
Oh, here, before we end it, I didn't finish my Jollibee experience.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, go ahead.
So I got my food. It finally got the right thing because, like I said, they kept getting it wrong.
Okay.
So I got my however many piece tender meal it was, got fries, got a drink, and then got my 3 chicken drumsticks or however many it was.
Okay.
For that food, it cost me nearly $28.
Jesus.
And I was
what?
When I got the receipt, I was like, "Is that how much he said?" I thought he was kidding. No, it was like, what the hell is the price point on this restaurant?
What?
So,
and it's here? It's a Las Vegas branch? What
it's
the
off
heck?
of Easton.
It's not like they're shipping chicken all the way from the Philippines,
Exactly.
man. Right? We can recreate all the food
100%.
here.
Yeah. So then I started eating it.
Okay.
Just didn't do it. But it could also have been one of
Yeah.
those things where I'd convinced myself it was going to be bad because the price was so expensive.
That's
and
true.
It had to get very high standards to be worth it.
Yeah.
So because there's been a couple of times with Popeyes where if there's not a special going on, I'll get it and pay full price, and I'm like, that's not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I think it has to do with something like also like a country's pride for its product, right?
That's fair.
Yeah. Sometimes, if you find, especially if you live in the Philippines where it's a third world country and, there's not a lot of recognizable stuff that we've done. Right. I mean, yes, there's like achievements that we've had, and we have one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Woo.
Right. It's still nice to see a product that has started largely in the Philippines, spread around a country such as the United States, and especially there was a Jollibee branch that we found in Times Square. If you guys don't know, I went to New York this past weekend when we were recording this, which is. Should we reveal the secret that we record this ahead of time? Okay, no. Okay.
Which, again, if you haven't checked out our Instagram, there's another series. What did I call it? Where are
the JavaScript hosts?
That's it. Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah, that was. Let me pull up the Instagram right now.
But don't spoil. Actually, you've already spoiled where you were.
Yeah. Okay. So the series is called. Let me see. So I was surprised because this was on my way back home. Nick posts a reel that he didn't mean to post.
Yeah, because I didn't realize it was posting it as a reel.
You
and then
didn't
as soon
realize. There you go.
But
yeah. You didn't realize that it was a reel. But it was a series of pictures,
Indeed.
right? And it says, "Time to play. Where in the world are the JavaScript hosts?"
That was it. That was
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the where in the world are the JavaScript hosts. So and we'll do that every now and again when we're actually places.
Yeah, because you're going to in November, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and
I am indeed going.
Yes, and I'm going to the in November too.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna play that game again, and I'm gonna of course, I'm gonna send Nick pictures of my vacation in.
Indeed.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
So that'll be a lot of fun, right? Because it's kind of like a scavenger hunt. See if you can spot where the JavaScript hosts are.
Indeed.
Because we like to travel. We live a very luxurious travel lifestyle. I'm sure Nick is going to fly back to England first class on British Airways, and he's going to be served tea and crumpets the entire time.
Yeah, about that. About that.
About what? What do you mean? Is it right? Am I correct? Am I in the ballpark there?
Sure.
Sure.
I didn't run off with an actress from Suits and then get disowned by my family. What are you talking about?
Oh, so you mean you're not flying with, God, what's her name?
Megan.
Megan, yeah.
Meghan Sparkle.
Is it?
No, it's Meghan Markle.
Megan Sparkle. Oh, God.
But that could be a whole other episode, my opinions about Meghan Markle.
Oh, my God. See, I don't know much about Meghan Markle, so you're going to have to headline that episode.
That's fine.
Okay? You're going to have to talk about your strong feelings for Meghan Markle and how much you want to, bash her skull in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My opinions about Meghan Markle are about as strong as my opinions about Piers Morgan.
Oh, okay. And how strong are your opinions about Piers Morgan?
Fuck Piers Morgan. I mean... Piers Morgan.
We're still failing at the censor button. This is our first fifth episode.
It's because I keep forgetting to censor myself. Wow. And then as soon as I've sworn, I'm like, oh, I should have censored that.
Oh, well, anyways, this is our shortest episode yet, and I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun editing this because there's a lot of good moments, a lot of good chunks in this episode, right? And it's kind of reminiscent of what we said about how this whole thing is ADHD fueled. Woo! It could be caffeinated fueled.
I mean, to be fair, I was very tired today, so instead of having triple espressos, I think I hit the wrong button and ended up with quadruple espressos. So
you're a dangerous animal, is what you're saying right now.
Yes.
Okay. Should I get my Wolverine claws?
Nah, it'll be all right.
Okay.
Maybe
it could display like just how I don't know. You might end up with a crime scene instead of a podcast.
If the FBI is listening to this, just as earlier, and this is a joke.
That was a nice way to wrap up the episode. I'll recall back to the first blurb that we have. Well, Nick, what is your question of the week this week?
Oh God, I forgot about this part of the episode.
Oh my God. See, he constantly forgets things about our podcast, and I'm so disappointed in him every single time.
Just for example, I only just remembered 3 days ago that we had a Discord.
Oh Jesus! Okay, I mean, but now you've been consistently posting on our Discord, which is good.
Gerard kept saying, "So, what did you think of my idea?" And I was like, "What idea?
I haven't seen.
Where did you send me the idea? On Discord?
Oh yeah."
Under the
He's so
topics.
bad at this.
Yeah,
but it's fine.
It's me.
Okay.
So I do have a topic.
Okay.
What is your favorite fried chicken location?
Ooh.
If you could pick one place to go to get fried chicken, where would it be?
There you go. I would say probably, and this is going to be sacrilegious because I'm not picking Jollibee. Ooh, sorry. It was the guess. There you go. Oh, yeah. Sorry. But my favorite fried chicken location is and always will be Popeyes.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. I can understand that.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to be one of those fence sitters and say, if it's for the chicken sandwich, Popeyes.
Of course.
If it's for the chicken itself, the extra crispy at KFC.
Well, the thing about me is that, I grew up in Louisiana for about a year, 2 years. No, just a year. And I was influenced by Southern cooking, right? And really, the only place that I like fried chicken, aside from like the little mom and pop shops all around Baton Rouge and Jefferson, Louisiana, where I grew up, was Popeyes. That was like the fast food joint that I went to, and that's what I liked, and that's
Louisiana Fast.
Louisiana Fast. Is that still their slogan? I think they have a new slogan.
I don't think they have the jingle, but I think it still says it underneath.
Louisiana Fast.
Yeah.
Something. But yeah, what is your favorite fried chicken location? Leave it in the comments below, or since we have an Instagram now, leave it in the Instagram. Woo! We're gonna post Instagram stories about the question of the week now. Ooh, fancy, right?
Especially because I just found out about that when you lot did. But speaking of Instagram, don't forget to go and vote on our poll about which name you prefer.
Yes, which
there will be a both option.
Yes, exactly. There will be a both option. And again, the choices are the code base or the scripties. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of the JavaScript. Nick, play us out.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth.